Hey there, and happy Monday evening. So a lot of times I feel like my Mondays, I get a lot done, but it feels like it's a Saturday routine that I'm doing because a lot of times on Saturdays I'm off at football games. And so today the weather was gorgeous and it was great to be outside, and can't wait to take a shower. I power washed the front side of my house where those cobwebs and all sorts of icky bugs and things like to hang out. And it just is a wonderful feeling to just step back and go, oh my goodness, my house is clean. And I know sometimes like on a farm it gets dirtier, dustier than most places. And we used to have hogs in the barn, and so that sometimes attracts extra flies. But someday soon the flies should disappear because the hogs are gone. So we will see how that transpires. But still, it was a great day to be outside and get some of those things done and cleaned up too before the real fall weather, or you know, it's Minnesota. We'll probably go straight from this to winter. That's how it goes, right? Well, let me bring you a quick and easy, elegant card tonight. So I have this beautiful card here. Hey there, Lisa. Good to see you. So I'm using some of the new Regal Winter Designer Series paper from the Fall Mini Catalog. And this card just comes together so quick and easy. And the ladies loved it that worked on it at Medelia, and so I thought it'd be fun to show you this card as well. So let me get my camera turned around here for you, and just like any of my layouts, I love it if you can take my idea and just kind of go with it in your own direction, maybe using a different sentiment or paper, pretty paper, or color scheme or something like that too. This kind of looks crazy on top of that, but here is, let me get my light on there. Here is the card up front. Hey there, Chris, good to see you on here. So the Regal Winter Designer Series paper here, I kind of switched over to the dies where I got that from. Let's see, Designer Series paper here, Regal Winter, page 35. Oh, it's the page before. How did I not know that? Okay, so we've got a lot of fall winter colors here. Like the front one in the package definitely to me says Christmas in a floral way, and a lot of these other colors in here are just beautiful as well. And so I know Lisa's on here, so she's going to wonder, is there anything blue? So we've got this with the beautiful reds, and then we've got some wild wheat, which I can't wait to do something fun and warm for fall with that, with pretty peacock, kind of a muted plaid. And then we've got some more, which I would call like a floral Christmas design. And there we've got some of the muted blues. And then this is gorgeous too, with kind of the blue with a hint of purple in there. And then we've got that for the background. And then this also could, this to me is the most similar to the card that I'm using. So if you go, you know what, I'd rather do some of the pinks or berries or reds instead, maybe that might be the layout too, or you might want to do both. And then this has a wild wheat background there too. Yeah, Lisa, isn't that just pretty? I just feel like the blues are so deep. It almost looks like a magical lit up forest at night or something like that. So that is the Regal Winter Designer Series paper, page 35 in the mini catalog. So then on page 36, you guys have been loving the Splendid Autumn 6x6 Designer Series paper, and then the stamp set and dies. What I'm using are these dies from that die collection. And so that makes for a quick and easy card. So what I did ahead of time is took the die, and it's connected so that it can be folded together. I'll show you how it does cut out here. I've got this like so you can like make it like a little purse or a little locket charm or something like that. Hi there, let's see, Pauline, good to have you on here. So yeah, so this can fold up and be done that way. So what I did is just cut out a bunch of these out of gold foil, and then I just cut them in half where like the hinges, there's a score line. So I cut there to get 2 frames out of this. So then what I did is also took this and ran it through basic white cardstock. And what comes up, and I'll show you, you can hardly tell the difference, but this one frame is thicker because that's going to be like your front that would fold up or whatever, and it gives you a little bit more to be able to attach to. It's a little thinner. Okay, thicker, thinner. So what happens is we need to make sure then, see, this one's a little bit larger and this one's a little bit smaller for the white pieces too. So at my card class, I had two piles of white and two piles of the gold. And so if you put the wrong size in the frame, then you would have a little bit like a floating frame look there too, because it's not going to fit. Maybe it's easier to see if I lay it down, but you can see white and then an edging and then that. But if you go with the thicker, then here we go, and the right size, then it just fits absolutely perfect. So there's a little bit of that, and I like to let people know that ahead of time. All right, so now we can get to some stamping. So the sentiment that I'm using is from the stamp set Courage and Faith from the annual catalog. I'm going to stamp that in Blackberry Bliss. So I've got that, trust in the Lord with all of your heart, with all your heart, excuse me, trust in the Lord with all your heart, Proverbs 3:5. So I'm just going to stamp that right in the middle. And the stamp set is nice because it does have greetings or sentiments that go up and down more than like this one does go more horizontal, but this one obviously tends to be able to fit in this frame better. So that's when I notice like this layout of sentiments, I'm like, that's going to go perfect in those frames. So that's when the idea started to come together with that. And then for the little accent piece, that is actually from Heartfelt Hexagon, and I've done so much with the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set, and I know a lot of you guys have purchased that because it was so good with the hexagon punch, and still using it a ton. So there's this little floral image. So I'm going to do the inside of my card full strength right along the edge. Got that little floral piece. Most of the leaves just fill in with the ink, and then the flower at the top. And then without re-inking, I'm just going to put that right over on the side of the sentiment. So it's the same color, a little bit like of that monochromatic look if you like that, and just kind of a subtle thing, because I didn't want anything to be too overwhelming or take away from the sentiment. So we've got that. All right, and so we've got all of the stamping done. So let's kind of work on building the card, which is going to be easy. So I've got the base layer of Blackberry Bliss, folding like this, and then I've got the designer series paper, very pretty, 4 by 5 1/4. And so let me just grab my adhesive here and put that on. So like once you've done the stamping, the card comes together super quick here. So I've got this to go on there. And then I'm going to add some ribbon for embellishment. I'm doing that not as my last thing, but as my next step, so that I know exactly how much space I have over here to put my focal point, which is the sentiment. So I'm just going to take and fold some of this new Blackberry Bliss and gold textured ribbon. Love that. This also is from the mini catalog. There we go. And so got that. It's a little bit wider, but not thick, so it's very easy to work with. Oops, I almost grabbed my regular scissor. I know it's not going to like ribbon, so I'm just going to cut this down like so. Have that. Get rid of that little frayed piece. So now we can open up this area here to know exactly what we have left for space. Hi there, Laura and Wanda. And so now before I add this, I'm going to take that frame again. So I just tip this over and I tip this over, and then I just line the two up just like a puzzle piece fitting together. And then I put my dimensionals, whoops, that wasn't supposed to move. Okay. And the dimensionals are going to be what holds everything together. So maybe I'll just put my fingers on there. All right, so I've got 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and I'm going to put 1 in the middle too. But having those dimensionals on there just keeps the things from not coming apart, because we want the frame to look like it's always going to be framed and not something that once you mail it, it might fall apart or scoot around in a way that we don't want it to. So all of a sudden then this just gives a whole project that pop of elegance with that gold frame on there. Hi there, Deb. Because of the pretty paper and kind of the gold foil frame and the pretty ribbon, you can see the gold trim from that ribbon matching that foil great, which is a fun accent to kind of tie together. The only other thing that I'm going to use for embellishment is the Tinsel Gems 3-pack from the annual catalog. So the colors in here, whoops, got a dimensional top, are Lost Lagoon, Fresh Freesia, and Misty Moonlight here. And so I'm just going to take out some of the Fresh Freesia, which is just going to kind of match up with that lighter shade of the Stamped Off Blackberry Bliss. And I'm just going to take 2 of those. I love this because there's 2 different sizes. So I'm going to take a larger and a smaller and just kind of put that off to the side. Like I said, just a little subtle embellishment there, and I love how it just softens up that whole card too with that deep base. And then because this can be like a thinking of you card or any kind of type of occasion or even sympathy, I'm just going to leave the inside blank besides that flower that we have stamped there. And so that's just going to be finished with some adhesive, and this is cut 4 by 5 1/4. And so I'm just going to even out that ribbon here. Even my nail polish kind of matches today, guys. That's a first. Okay, there we have it. All right, so hopefully that's something, like I said, that you can kind of take this idea and run with it and go from there. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Pam. And if you have any questions, as always, let me know. This is my October host code going there, and so orders $75 or less get a hand stamp card. It could be this one coming in the mail to you as a thank you for ordering. Orders $75 or more are going to get the package of embellishments, which I've talked about before, and that's the 2023 through 2025 in color dots. So got those going out to people this month for ordering. So hopefully you're considering the kit sale that's going on right now. There we are. All of a sudden I lost my camera again. Okay, so that's what's going on for the promotion, as well as the joining special for the rest of this month. So yeah, let me know if there's any interest. And sorry, I kind of look a little bit scruffy, but I thought, you know what, I did want to show you guys some inspiration, even if I've been cleaning outside all day, because I had this ready to go. So take care and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.